These 4 exercises can help you change your tone of voice depending on the conversation you're having to help you improve your message delivery. And over here, we're not just going to look at what I have done, but we're going to take the help of certain voice coaches who've been in this space for way longer than I have. And in fact, this is one of the most important things that we focus on when anybody wants to improve their communication, because your tonality is the one major factor that helps you communicate confidence in almost any situation, whether it's a simple conversation, an interview, or a presentation to 100 people. So in this video, we're going to get into one daily habit from a voice coach that will help you deepen your voice, a quick drill to help you open your vocal cords and achieve clarity, and 2 exercises to help you move from monotonous to modulative. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Pradeep from Frantically Speaking. We release communications content regularly, so if you're into that, hit subscribe. And if you want to take your communications learning to the next level, you can click the link in the description to check out our courses and see if we can work together. Okay, so first we're going to take the help of a veteran voice coach who's been in this space for so long. And we in fact did a podcast with her. Her name is Susan Murphy, wonderful lady. I'm going to cut to a clip from the podcast itself. Just have a look at the habit she's talking about. And it's so easy for you to incorporate in your everyday life to help you open up your voice and get you into the zone if you have an important conversation, interview, or presentation coming up.
Here's what I advise my clients. I say to them, you're going to take 4 Post-it notes. Like, pick a cool color. Don't write anything on it. 1 goes on your steering wheel, your refrigerator, your bathroom mirror, and your computer. And maybe when you're at work, put 1 more where you're just going to bump into it or you're going to look at it a couple of times a day. And every time you see a Post-it note, stop, drop your shoulders, breathe into your belly on 4 and exhale on 6 for 1 minute. Oh, I'll do the math for you. It's 6 breaths. 6. And then go on about your day until you pass another Post-it note. And my voice teacher rightfully advised that if you do it religiously for 3 to 4 weeks, it becomes second nature, it becomes muscle memory, and you can easily, I call it the zone. You can snap yourself into the zone like that.
Next, now we're not going to take the help of a voice coach, but someone a lot more celebrated. It's one of the most articulate celebrities that I know of, and that's Priyanka Chopra. Now, she was asked a question in an interview to show any of her unique talents, and this is what she did.
Some of you might know it, but I'm really fond of tongue twisters. Betty Body bought some butter, but the butter was so better, then she bought some better butter to make the better butter better. Or, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would chuck wood? Try it! Kacha papad, paka papad, kacha papad, paka papad, kacha papad, paka papad.
Now, she does the tongue twisters really well, and they do sound silly when you're doing it, but it's one of the most common habits that any voice coach will tell you to do before you have any important event that you have to speak on. For example, I have a stutter when it comes to pronouncing words with the letter R. So words like productivity or arousal. Unless I say them really slowly and don't do my vocal warm-ups before, I'll find myself struggling to say those words. Even the word struggling, for that matter, can sometimes be a struggle for me. So try out tongue twisters. Here's a list that you can try out from. You can screenshot this. Okay, now the 2 exercises we're going to get into are basically the 2 sides of the same coin, and it helps you to practice intonation. Intonation essentially means the rise and fall of your voice. It's the basis of all modulation. And we're going to do 1 exercise which helps you practice the rise and 1 which helps you practice the fall. Rise essentially means emphasis, and fall essentially means to go soft. Just doing this will help you to achieve modulation in any aspect of communication. And here's how I want you to practice it. So simply go to ChatGPT and put in this prompt. I'm trying to practice voice modulation by learning emphasis and going soft. Give me a paragraph of less than 50 words 3 times. The first time, just give me the paragraph. The second time, give the same paragraph and bolden the words where I can add an emphasis. Don't keep more than 1 emphasis per sentence. And the third time you give me the paragraph, keep the words the same, keep the emphasis words the same, and tell me 1 word per sentence where I can go soft. You can format that word in italics. Keep the tone of the paragraph conversational and keep it relevant to working professionals. Now, that last part of working professionals, you can switch if you're a student or anything else, depending on the industry that you're in. But basically, it'll spit out the same paragraph for you. The first one will have no clues. The second one will just have the emphasis points. And the third one will have emphasis plus the soft notes. The way you need to go about practicing is the first paragraph needs to be read as it is, how you would generally read it out. The second paragraph needs to be read with the emphasis points. And the third one, you need to add both the elements, emphasis and going soft. Now, the trick here is that when you're adding emphasis and going soft, you want to try and exaggerate your voice as much as possible. Because when you're not used to modulation, it's tricky to do it because you might sound like, oh God, I'm going soft doesn't sound very natural to me, which is completely normal. But you want to try to stretch your vocal cords so that when you do go in an actual conversation, you're able to not just modulate, but actually make the other person feel that you're modulating as well. You also want to try a level 2 of this exercise where you just ask ChatGPT for a paragraph. You can literally type the prompt saying, okay, now I just want one new paragraph and I will tell you which words I want to emphasize on and where I want to go soft. It'll then give you a simple paragraph with no clues. You want to then use the audio feature in ChatGPT and emphasize on words and go soft on certain words. Try not to use more than one word per sentence for each of the intonations, and then ask it for feedback. And if you are able to do all 4 of these, the breathing exercise, tongue twisters, and intonations, before any important event you have to speak to, or even on a daily basis, it'll really make a difference in terms of your voice and tonality. So if you want a part 2 to this video, you can watch that video right here.